guys. Questions?
I hope y'all got a few questions.
Two new rookies starting or coming in. Colton Miller's on the starting line. What have you seen for both of them?
Colton looks real good right now. We still got a lot of work to do. It's our first time working together. So, just like the knocking the rust off on double teams and stuff like that. Making sure we're going the right way, just like the little things rookies go through. But physically, his development, his understanding of our play calling, the game, like our scheme, he's way ahead of where I would have been at this point in training camp my rookie year. So he's looking good. Brandon as well. They're just smart guys. I wasn't that smart, so they look good. I think we have a really good chance.
Miller tested 99th percentile at the combine in the last 3 years. What can you say about his athleticism?
He's real athletic, man. Just like his pass set, lateral movement and stuff like that. He's such a big dude, it takes you by surprise. He's really athletic. I don't think that's ever going to be a case with him getting beat. Him just like somebody running around him or anything like that. With a guy like that, it's going to be him working on his anchor, just being in the weight room and getting stronger and stuff like that. But as far as like the framework of, being an elite left tackle, he has the tools there. And I think it's really just up to us to, get him where he needs to be.
With the obvious strength of the interior offensive line, do you think drafting these two tackles is going to solidify your line as one of the top units in the league?
You're talking about our defensive line?
Or your offensive line?
Drafting
Miller and Parker.
Oh, as far as like solidifying our entire line?
Around a great interior line.
Honestly, I think it's just good competition in general. I think as many good offensive linemen that you can have in one room, the better, because we all learn from each other. So, I think that was a strong move by our team to kind of focus on continuing to build on the strength of our team. So, I'm really happy with what we're doing right now.
Kelechi, Tom Cable came here with kind of a reputation of being this zone blocking guy. He explained to us that maybe that's a little overblown. I can teach other techniques. Mm-hmm. I'm curious as to how much you guys are going to change with Tom as your line coach in terms of technique and the way that you block.
I don't think too much is going to change. I think he's a guy that's a stickler for detail, so that might change as far as him wanting to have verbiage as far as like where you're putting a foot or like, an inside hand. He has like a lot of like verbiage and a lot of wordage and goes stuff over and over and over again, which is a good thing. So I think it's like a mental task that's going to be more difficult, but he also is a smart guy, and he's obviously going to try to like stick with the strengths that we have. We have some big, strong guys, and we're going to be running like zone and stuff like that, but it's not going to be lateral. He never wants to be lateral. It's going to be more downhill, It's going to be more lateral than downhill. It's not going to be running from sideline to sideline, and that's something that he's been talking to us about. It's not like one of those things where you hear that, like zone, we have these big guys, like they're going to be running side to side. They're not really good at that. He's still going to allow us to attack people based on how dudes are lined up. So
he's kind of had this reputation of being kind of a place where the linemen really flocked to him every place he's been, and kind of when he was with his head coach here, the linemen just loved him. Well, what have you noticed about him so far? Why does he have that?
He just has that type of personality where he kind of understands it. You know what I mean? You would have thought he played offensive line. He's just like a tough guy. He has like that type of demeanor, and he kind of appreciates a mean streak. And he appreciates like aggression, and he likes seeing that, and he likes getting after people. So when you have an offensive line coach that appreciates the pain that, a lineman goes through, and he understands it, you just kind of respect it. It's a mutual respect, I would say.
You guys go in pads tomorrow as a lineman. How important is that to kind of ratchet things up? I'm sure it's physically daunting, but how important is it for you guys to put pads on and
I mean, honestly, I'm one of those people where it's like I don't understand how you can practice without pads. So, I mean, it's football. So, it's really important. It's like where you actually start getting that continuity on the offensive line, where you're starting to get those double teams right and the timing right, like I was talking about. That's when the real work actually begins for us up front, just working on pad level and working on timing of, your second step on double teams and just stuff like that, the nuances that go with being an offensive lineman. So, I mean, that's when the work's going to really start.
What similarities or differences have you noticed between Marshawn and Doug, and how is that going to impact the offense?
Yeah, I think it gives us like a dynamic where we have a guy that's like downhill and powerful, and then we have a guy that's also powerful, but he's just like a quicker guy. He wants to like hit a hole, he's going to pick a hole right away. And not necessarily just try to run people over all the time. I think Doug Martin is a strong and a tough guy, but he's also athletic and he has really good vision as a running back, so he's going to be able to change direction and hit holes and stuff like that. And then you're going to have Marshawn as a guy that's going to be able to like run in one direction, not necessarily have to cut back more than one time, not really going to try to juke anybody out of their shoes. He's going to try to get the yards right away. So I think it's good to have those two different dynamics at play.
Couple more guys.
Haven't been on yet, Kelechi, but how strange has it been this whole offseason to look across when the defense lines up and not see Khalil?
Man, honestly, Khalil's a great player, and I understand that it's a situation where he's trying to take care of his family, and it's a business. We haven't really even spoken about it, to be honest with you. We've just been so focused on getting better, and I hope he comes back, but that's outside of our control. At this point, we're trying to be the best team that we could possibly be, and honestly, that name hasn't come up a lot, but I mean, we would love for him to come back, but we're so into what we're doing right now that that's just what we're focused on. We're trying to be the best team possible. We're trying to win a Super Bowl this year, so that's really what we're focused on right now.
Who stepped up in Mac's absence?
Huh?
Who stepped up in Mac's absence for your defense at the DN position?
Really, it's just been Bruce. Bruce has been playing really well. 99, he's been flashing, but we don't have pads on right now, so it's like, it's hard to really tell right now, bro, to be honest with you. It's like, huh?
What about Carradine?
He's strong. He's got a good bull rush. He's a strong guy. But, yeah, man, we don't have pads on. It's way too early to really know.
You said a minute, camp.
Last one, guys.
Gibble's trying to strain your brain. I imagine over the break he wanted you to come back prepared. The entire team. What would you say he expected from people in the first day of camp?
Well, after that first practice and after this one that we just had, he's proud at where everybody's at mentally as far as throwing the entire playbook at us and us picking it up and us coming back in shape. So, when he comments on something, he usually doesn't do that too much. He wants to like kind of, mess with you a little bit. So if he's saying something positive like that, I think that's something that was really important to him. And it's gonna keep being a mental thing. He's concerned with the mental aspect of the game. He's a guy that he wants you to communicate really well on the line. He wants to be able to throw a whole bunch of code words at you and try to throw you off, mess with you, so the game is easy. So I will say I've never had an entire offense installed in like one day and had like that many things thrown at you where it's like you don't even ease into it. But we did a really good job of handling it, especially the rookies. So I'm really happy with where we're at mentally as a football team.
All right, thank you, Kelechi.